Hey guys, welcome back to this tutorial on how to use Autodesk Fusion 360. My name is Abhyay Jamadagni, and today we're going to be looking at how to apply a joint between this garbage can and this lid for the garbage can. And we're gonna find out how to link that joint to the slider joint on the shaft so we can create a motion link. So when I turn this handle, then the lid moves as well. First let's get started. Let's just apply a joint first. Now, if we remember from the joint video, what I said was if you have all your components in place, the best thing to do is to put an as-built joint. So let's go and put an as-built joint. And what I want to do is I want to select this component and this component. And make sure your joint type is Revolute. I haven't already selected that. For my position, well, first I want to go to a front view, right? So that's how it's going to look. And that's going to open like that. I'm just going to move a little up. So if I rotate around here, where this line is, that's where I need to put my joint. So if I'm just going to hover over this point, right? Let's see where it puts the joint. It puts it there. So if I click on that, it's moving it in that direction. We don't want it in the Z direction. Let's try the X-axis. Perfect. The X-axis is exactly what we're going for. So let's press OK. And let it give us a second to load. There it is. So now I could grab this and I can move it 360 degrees around. Now, we don't want it to move 360 degrees. And if you remember from last time, we put some joint limits in. Feel free to put the joint limits in. But for this one here, I'm not going to put any joint limits. I'm directly going to constrain it using the motion link. So now let's create a motion link between that joint and that joint. And I feel, in my experience, the best way to select joints is by going to the browser and selecting them under the joints bar. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to select the slider. Now, as you can see, it said that every 10 millimeters that it moves up, this is going to move 360 degrees. We know that's unrealistic. Let's bring that down to, say, I don't know, 30. It's moving downwards. We don't want this to happen, so let's reverse the motion a little bit. So if you can look at this now, what you see is when this moves up, that moves up, and when that goes down, that goes down. That's exactly what we need. So now all we need to do is mess with the angle and get the angle right. So 30 degrees is looking like a lot. Let's try 15. It's looking slightly better. I know there is a gap between them that we could technically fix, but it's not too relevant now, so I'm going to ignore it for now. 15 also seems a little big because the gap is a little too high. Let's try 10. Perfect. I think that's looking great because now when we apply the decals, you only get the eyes when it's looking out, and it opens just a little bit, so it actually feels like he's peeping out. That's perfect. I like that a lot. So I'm going to press OK. And and now we've successfully put in a motion link between them. So technically now, if I rotate this handle like so, perfect, it moves. So now I have this this shaft moving. I have the handle moving because I'm moving it, but I also have this lid opening along with that shaft, which is exactly what I need. You could also, like, just for practice, try creating a motion link. Like, get rid of this motion link that we just created and create one linking the joint over here to the joint of this handle, and see what you can do from there. That might be a little more complicated, but it'll give you a good understanding of motion. That's it for this video because that's our main focus. Next video we'll be applying a decal and maybe some appearances. But besides that, I think this is it for this series. So next video will be the concluding video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you.